guys, you don't necessarily need a T-square when doing these. Okay, set squares would be enough. Sliding set squares, that skill of sliding set squares is enough for these sheets. You don't have to tape them down, but if you want to tape them down, by all means, please do. Okay, so what we're looking at here is we have a hemisphere and a sphere, sphere A and hemisphere B. It first asks us to complete the plan of both solids in contact. So B is already done for us, so I need to get A. So what we will do is we will take the measurement of A, the radius of A with our compass. Okay, so we're going to take the radius of this sphere. We're going to add it on to the outside. This is my fake sphere, remember? Okay, so that's it in a side-by-side position, in its fake position. We're then going to bring it straight down till it meets the extreme generator of our other sphere, like we always do. And then we're going to swing it round into its final position. Now, how do I know its final position? Well, the one thing I do know about the shape is its location in front elevation. So I can use that from front elevation. What you do in one view, you must do in the other. So I'll bring it down and find it down here. And then I set up my radius once more of the sphere. And we draw it in position down here. Okay, so that is part A complete. Move on to part B. Draw the plan of another sphere of diameter 20 millimeters, which rests on the horizontal plane in position C, so that it is in contact with sphere A and hemisphere B. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that new sphere and we're going to add it on out here. Okay, so we're going to step up by 20 millimeters. It's 20 millimeter diameter, which means a 10 millimeter radius. So if I take my blue line here, this will be the height of that sphere, the center point, because that's what you need to draw all spheres in 2D. The height will always remain along that blue line. Okay? So no matter where the position is, if it's rolling along the ground because it sits on the horizontal plane, we know that the center point will be traveling that path. Now, we know the radius of sphere B, so we're going to add on a radius of 10 onto this. Okay, so I take my set square, add on a radius of 10, and we'll swing that down to meet the blue line, because if I had sphere B and the new sphere C, this is where this is the distance between the two center points. So I'll swing it down here, and this is where it'll be positioned. Okay, I can join up center 1 to center 2. So this is C1. This is actually going to be C3. Okay, fake position, and then my 10 millimeter radius, I can take it from here. And so what I'm doing is I'm isolating the new sphere with sphere B, and I'm drawing it in its position. In its fake position, in the side-by-side position, okay? So that's it in its fake position side by side. I'm then going to bring that down to the side-by-side position of sphere B and roll it round. And we'll roll it round sphere B. Where to finish, we don't know. And now what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take sphere A, so that is sphere C, side by side view with B, brought down, roll round. Do I know where it finishes? No, I don't yet. Okay, but now I'm going to do the exact same thing with sphere A. So I'm isolating sphere A, and I'm going to concentrate on introducing my new sphere C to it to the side, and then roll it round into position. So before I do that, I'm going to just do the extreme generator here, and we will then add on the radius of 10 millimeters, and I'm saying radius of 10 millimeters because the information it gave us in the question was diameter 20. So we'll add on a radius of 10. I'll take my compass and I'll swing it down here. So that is our position. Again, C3 will be its fake position, but we know the rules that if I join one center to the other center, the point of contact has to be on that path. So again, this will be C3, that's C2. I could draw my fake sphere in here if I wished. Again, sphere of radius 10. And here. That's the fake sphere in position, in its fake position with sphere, with the sphere A. So we'll roll it down to its extreme generator of sphere A, and we'll roll it round into its finished position. Like so. So this now has become the finished position of the new sphere C. It is of radius 10. So I can set it up to my previous sphere that I've drawn of radius 10. I can pop it in here and draw it in contact with both objects. I then bring that information back up. What you do in one view, you must do in the other. So we'll draw this in our front elevation because I already have it in plan. And that would be my finished sphere. I then just want to find points of contact. Even though it doesn't ask for points of contact, it is a points of contact question. So I'm going to do that. So this is C2, C1, C3, and the finished one of C3. And the points of contact will be POC. That's a fake point of contact. So I'll bring that one down. I roll that around, and wherever it hits this green line will be my official point of contact. Okay, so that blue dot there then becomes POC. We bring that back up. And then for the point of contact here, the height must stay the same. It's a bit like you, if you walk along the street, you don't change height, you're the exact same height in one location as you are down the street. So that'll be the finished POC. And we'll do that for the opposite view then, which is here. P. We'll bring that down to the extreme generator of this sphere. We'll swing it around. We'll join the two centers together, C1 and C3. Wherever that arc meets the two of them is the point of contact. POC. And again, we'll bring that up to the correct height. That is the same as the height from here. So again, that there is POC. Now, there's lots of information on that. Okay, there's lots of lines, all very, very close together. I'm simply just colouring it in to show the images as they would like, because there's lots of circles that aren't actually in a finished position and things like that. So I'm just drawing it here so that we can find what the actual solution is. Lots of overlapping lines, and although my accuracy probably should be better, I'm using a new compass that I'm not used to. Not that that's an excuse, but something's probably slipping on me as well. I can improve that the next time. Okay, and we go with blue for one and a green for the other. So this sphere is blue. Again, when I'm doing this, let's try and get the shade and the tone of a sphere. Try and make it look more realistic. Let's practice that. And then for my last colour, I go orange or red. Okay, so that's the finished article. You'll notice what I've done with the shading of it is on the sphere here on the underside, try to have that a little bit darker as it would be from the light, okay? So try to get that kind of practice in as well when you're doing it.